Ogi Ogas, the author of A Billion Wicked Thoughts and perhaps the leading authority on online sexuality. Ogi, we have a large audience of entrepreneurs, people who start up businesses in media, in technology, and in culture. Where do you see the business opportunities in online pornography? What kind of web businesses don't exist that should exist, that could monetize, successfully monetize the sex business currently?
Well, there's huge opportunities available, we think. One is not so much different business models, but rather finding new combinations of sexual cues that will arouse men, not so much women. Women don't tend to pay for erotica. Fan fiction is generally free, and there's only 2 or 3 porn sites for women that have managed to have profitability, as opposed to tens of thousands of porn sites for men that are profitable. But there should be many opportunities to create new kinds of erotica for men. And this comes from the fact that we figured out that the male sexual brain can be tricked by combining cues in different ways. A good example of this is shemale porn. It turns out shemale porn incredibly popular among heterosexual men. The main audience for shemale porn is heterosexual men. Gay men aren't interested in it. It's straight men. And the way it works is because it combines the anatomical cues of a woman. It's a female body, so you've got breasts and a butt, with another cue of a penis. It turns out, I didn't talk about this, but the penis is a sexual cue for men, both heterosexual men and gay men. So by combining these together, it kind of tricks the brain into being aroused, the same way optical illusions trick the brain, or the way Chicken McNuggets tricks our gustatory brain. So there's new kinds of erotica that come out that are novel combinations. For example, there's something called humantoria, which is a woman's body kind of morphed onto a horse. It's sort of a combination of a human and a horse, like a female centaur, that strangely triggers erotica, triggers arousal in a number of men that view it. There should be new ways to combine, in original ways, erotic cues to create niche porn sites. Perhaps the best way to create a profitable porn site, if you're not going big like Pornhub, is to target a particular niche. But there's so many of the niches are crowded that the way to make money is to find a new niche that nobody's mined yet. So there should be an opportunity for creative individuals to come up with new genres of erotica that will turn on guys. So that's certainly one way. Another way is to use all of these new interactive, the greater interactivity of the web. Porn stars today, for example, now they interact with their fans through webcams, through Twitter, they blog, and of course, sex is the ultimate interactive and intimate process for a person, and it gives new ways to have models that can interact with their fans, such as, right now we've got webcams, but there should be new ways to develop interactivity that people will pay for, because it allows the fans to get very up close and personal with their objects of interest, let's say.
Okay, what about amateur pornography? I know that VoyeuxWeb has built a very lucrative business on the internet. Do you see a successful future for amateur pornography businesses?
There's probably an unlimited appetite for amateur pornography because it activates one of the most fundamental sexual cues for men, which is the authenticity cue. Men are wired to be more aroused by physical signs of sexual authenticity, of physical authenticity in a woman. That's why men prefer natural breasts to fake breasts for the most part.
Speak for yourself.
Yes, well, certainly there are some men that prefer the silicone to the real thing, but because men want authenticity, amateurs, as long as you have a never-ending supply of amateurs, then you can have a never-ending business. But one of the great ironies about amateur pornography is that the women that are most preferred in amateur pornography, young women, usually college age, maybe in their early to mid-20s, are also the women most likely to give it away for free.
You argue in the book that women tend to view pornography in more social terms. There's currently a huge boom in social business models in Silicon Valley. Do you see opportunities for social models in the porn business, especially for women?
Social models in terms of using the social media?
As social media on the Facebook, LinkedIn, Groupon, Zynga model, where everyone is participating collectively in commerce or education or networking?
Yes, I think so. I mean, for women, for women though, it would probably not be so sexual as much as romantic or erotic. Again, I mean, I'd even say the fan fiction community already takes full advantage of social networking, social media. I mean, it is a community of women very much involved with sharing ideas, sharing their stories, sharing the comments, commenting on the comments. Fanfiction.net is one of the most popular websites for women. It might even be the most popular website with a majority female audience. That may not be true. It's certainly the stickiest site for women. Stickiest in the sense that visitors stay the longest on the site. And that site also is very much based on interacting among members of the community. So it might be hard to monetize it, though, because women are already used to getting this for free. I mean, you'd have to have some kind of ad model, I guess, if you were going to try to do something
It's
like
always
this.
very hard to monetize sticky things, right?
Yeah, yeah. And also this particular community involved with fan fiction and erotic stories is very cynical about any attempt to monetize it. Once in a while, companies have come in and tried to make money off of fan fiction and erotic stories, and usually there's a tremendous hue and cry protests in the fan fiction community. They just don't like it. So it's a very delicate process trying to monetize female erotic desires on the web.